going on? I'm DJ R-Tistic. I'm the 2014 Flavor Battle champion. Flavor Battle is a great accomplishment that pretty much shows that I am one of the top party rockers in the nation. It was definitely a great thing. It was so much work to get to that point. I started DJing mainly because I was out of state. I was at Florida A&M for college, and out there we came from LA, so they didn't play any West Coast music, whether it was from the Bay or LA, really. Since I was already a producer, I've been producing for about 12 years. I already had all the music that we needed, so out there I figured that, you know, we should at least have parties where we play our own music. From there, when we started having our friends from Florida and the East Coast and everywhere else, they would come to our parties. It got to the point that they would hire me to do their parties, and I wasn't even calling myself a DJ yet. At that point, I took all my internship money and invested that into some DJ equipment. And I told myself that this will either be the best investment of my life or the worst one. Ended up being the best one. I would say that there were some nights when I first started that I would just be kind of baffled because I just didn't know exactly how to work the crowd at that time yet. You have to just observe the crowd the entire night because it's all about them. That's all that really matters. You even use certain people in the crowd as like marks. You just see that one girl, okay, she's dancing to every song you play. That one song you play, she doesn't dance to it. It's like, okay, maybe they don't like that style. It kind of threw me off because I just had to understand what it was that made the event work. 2013 was one of those years where everything is gonna happen with perfect timing, and everything is happening finally. Hip hop artist Merce contacted me and asked me if I wanted to do the Pedus hip hop festival. Surprisingly, I wasn't really nervous, but I was just tense the entire time because you never know what to expect with that type of crowd. After Pedus, I said, you know what, I have some buzz, people are actually checking for me. I have to just hit them with something that is gonna really take my name to the next level. That's when I started really getting into making mixes. The first one that really got people listening to me and checking for me was the timeline.
You know what it is. It's your main man, DJ Easy Dick. Sitting in this time with your boy, DJ R-Tistic.
As a whole, I just want to tie in every single era that the West Coast rap is produced and show that we have a very, dominant market here. So me making that project, people told me that it's pretty much like the best West Coast rap mix they've ever heard. And without being arrogant, I would say it might be. After I made the timeline, I just started making mixes pretty much like every other week. I would have sometimes when there was a holiday coming up, I would make 3 in that 1 week. And from there, I just kept on building the buzz. So it reached outside of just Los Angeles. In October 2013, I was contacted about doing the Flavor Battle. After 4 weeks of competing hard for votes every day, after pretty much spamming my friends and family every day, they announced that I was, the winner for the West region. At that point, it says you'll be flown to New York, you get a free trip and everything, and you have to compete. You have 3 rounds, 3 minutes. Because they gave me this small amount of songs, I had to dig deep within each song that they gave me and just come up with concepts that I usually wouldn't think of. I prepared those sets, I studied those for hours at a time. I'll drive around just playing different songs, just seeing what I could catch. The judges there were, legends. So the judges were Spinderella, Judge Blaze, DJ Clue, and Element, who won the previous years. I was just tense, just hoping I could pull it off. First round, I just had a feeling like I'll be good. Second round came, by the end of the second round, I remember Spin told me, you're the one to beat in this competition. At that point, I said, okay, this is probably mine. At this point, I've won the Flavor Battle, I've done a lot of big gigs, and people tell me that, you're a big time DJ now, and I don't see it that way. It's just the beginning, really. I mean, to me, that's just like a starting point. I'm trying to make sure I'm one of the biggest DJs to ever do it.